Hi, eighth graders. Welcome back to our narrative writing unit. So, the previous day, I introduced just this concept of leads, how to start a story in a creative way that captures your reader's attention. It's interesting, it's really engaging to the readers. And so, I shared a video with you of a children's story called Fly Away Home by Eve Bunting. So hopefully you enjoyed that story and maybe you took some time to go back and listen to at least the beginning, the first few lines of it to see how Eve Bunting used that. So today we're going to be working still on Module 2 and you're going to be accessing Module 2 slideshow. And you've got slide 6 and slide 7, and I think it's just 6 and 7 for today that we're going to focus on. So again, I've got a short little video that I want to share with you first to kind of give you your task for the activity today to learn about leads, and then I'll get right back at you, and then we'll talk about this. Let me get the video going. There we go.
In Lesson 5 for narrative writing, we will be talking specifically about leads in narratives. So now that you've selected your narrative topic, you've created a story arc for it, you've determined the point of view from which you will tell your story, it's now time to think about how you are going to begin the exposition of your narrative. And when writing a narrative, it's really critical to grab your reader's attention from the start and get them just hooked into your topic. So in this lesson, we are going to review the 6 different types of leads that you can use to begin your narrative. So we have dialogue, sound effect, action, snapshot, question, and flashback. And so you'll see in this image that you have the narrative writing leads handout. So the one on the left is the in-person one, the one on the right is the digital version. And so you'll see it only has the first 3 there. That's because there's a second page for this particular activity. So be on the lookout for that. And so what I want you to do is in those worksheets, I want you to read through the examples of the 6 different leads in narrative writing. And as you're reading through them, I want you to circle any examples of strong vocabulary. You know, what makes this lead a really strong example? And you're going to write that underneath that particular lead. You know, what is it about this that makes it so enticing and so intriguing? Why is this stronger example that's being provided for you way better than the boring example that we've given you as well? So you'll work through that activity, and once you've completed it, you'll move on to the writing your own leads handout. And so you're going to use the topic that you've already selected, and you are going to practice writing 3 different leads for your story. So you can choose any combination of dialogue, sound effect, action, snapshot, question, or flashback. You can combine some of them together too if you want to. But again, you're going to write 3 possible leads for your narrative. So all of the leads are about your same topic, but they are written in a different style. And the purpose of this activity is to create 3 potential leads for your narrative so that you can then select the strongest lead that you want to use for your narrative piece. So don't move on to the next lesson until you have finished your 3 potential leads and chosen your strongest one.
Okay, eighth graders, so let's just revisit that a little bit. So again, on slides 6 and 7, you've got the 6 different kinds of leads. And you're going to see a boring example, and that's what we want to stay away from. We do not want boring. We want to make this exciting. We want to entice our reader right from the get-go. And as writers, we want to challenge ourselves. We always want to challenge ourselves to do something better. You're 8th graders now. You should be completely different writers than you were last year. So this is a way that you can really have some good impact on your story. So you're going to read the boring version, then you're going to read the improved version. Now I know the video said circle some strong words. You know, if you can't circle, maybe see if highlight works, or you can just list them down here and then just really write down, why is this such a good lead? And also pay attention to, like the first one, is dialogue, and the second one is sound effect, and the third one is action, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you're going to do that for slides 6 and 7. This is kind of a bigger task because I am going to have you go on to slides 8 and 9. Okay, so way back in the beginning, you completed your story arc and you kind of have your story planned through already. All right, I'm kind of forcing you as good writing practice, just like if you were in football or volleyball or cross country or band, you have drills to do to make you a better athlete or a better musician or something. Well, these are drills that we're going to do to make you a better writer. So we just need some practice. So like the directions say, you're going to use the topic you've already chosen for your narrative, and you're now going to practice writing 3 different leads for that one topic. Okay, so right here you have the 6 different ones. You've got examples on the previous slides. So it's dialogue, sound effect, action, snapshot, a question, or a flashback. And as you're writing these, really focus on challenging yourself with a thorough lead, interesting, think of strong word choice, just make it really dynamic. So this is kind of a longer activity for you. So really put some time and effort into this. And then when you're finished with slide 9, so again, that means you should have slide 1 done. Slide 2 is just more of a resource, but you should have 4 done. Slide 5, slide 6, 7, 8, and 9, all done to the best of your ability. I'm going to have you turn this in. Remember, this is in classwork, and I'm going to have you submit this to Google Classroom so I can take a peek at how you're doing on all of these different things. Make sure it's complete, make sure you're on the right track. And so if there's any problems, if I have any issues or questions or concerns, I will definitely email you. So make sure you're always checking your email throughout the day, a few times throughout the day. And if there's anything we need to rework, we'll do that on the next class period. So good luck. This part is going to be challenging for you. It's an assignment that definitely has some substance. You're really going to have to take some time to complete this, but it'll be so worth it in the end. Have a great day, 8th graders.